Good morning, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. You might be thinking, what are you doing up so early? The sun hasn't even woken up yet. I know, I'm crazy, but I'm headed to Yosemite National Park. So I was in the Bay Area for work this week, and I thought, you know what? I've never been. Now's the time to do it. So I looked into kind of how far it is from here, and it's about a 3-hour drive from where I am right now. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to drive myself there and then have to figure out parking and what kind of tour to do and all of this. So I got online and found a tour that will pick you up at multiple locations in the Bay Area, as well as where I'm staying, which is Livermore area. It is about 45 minutes to an hour east of San Francisco. So that's the last pickup stop. And so they'll pick me up today. I've actually got a ride that's coming to pick me up in 10 minutes and taking me to the pickup location, and then we'll get started. So good thing for that is that I got a little bit more sleep than those that are staying in the Bay Area, and then the drive to Yosemite is a little shorter for me. But the tour does not come with food options, so we do make stops along the way. So the first stop, of course, is where they're picking me up. This stop is a 7-Eleven and it has a Starbucks. So I'm definitely going to get coffee when I get there and then wait for the bus to pick me up. And then I think it stops every like 2 hours or so for bathroom breaks. The weather today is not ideal. For the morning portion of the day, there's like 100% chance of rain. So I have all this gear that I brought from home to make sure that I stay dry just in case. So instead of a backpack, I'm bringing my wet bag, and then I've got a rain suit, I've got my rain jacket, and of course it's going to be kind of cold. It is November, so I'm kind of packing in layers, and I have gloves and all of that. So we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. I hope that this video is helpful to you if you are looking to do this tour from the San Francisco area or from Livermore, and just if this is a good option or if you should just take yourself and drive and figure it out. So let's go downstairs and wait for our ride and go from there. All right, let's go. I have my raincoat on, a bottom layer, what can be like a top layer, and then I'm wearing tennis shoes right now, but I am packing in my bag. I've got my wet bag. I have some rain boots. So let's hope I'm not overpacking, but let's also hope that I brought everything that I need. Okay, so I have been dropped off by the Lyft at 7-Eleven, and right next door is Starbucks, so let's go get some coffee. All right, so coffee has been obtained. I'm trying the pecan crunch latte. I've never had that before. And then I got some egg bites for the road, but I'm just standing in 7-Eleven waiting for my ride because it has already started to rain. So let's just hope this day goes well, but I'm going to stand here until they come to pick me up.
Good morning. Good morning. Are you awake? No, I don't like to wake up. Welcome to California Central Valley. We are imminent to a Safeway. A Safeway is a grocery store, and inside of the grocery store there is a Starbucks. The Starbucks has breakfast sandwiches, but also overpriced, subpar coffee. Just my opinion.
That's true.
So we're going to the Safeway. My advice is that you buy your breakfast, your lunch, and some water. Your breakfast, your lunch, and some water.
Okay, so we have made our first stop. It's been about an hour and we are at a Safeway. The tour guide did say pick up something for breakfast, lunch, and of course some water. Well, I brought some water with me, and then I got some egg bites at Starbucks. So I'm good there, and I brought some snacks and like protein bars with me. So I'm just gonna pick up some fruit. It makes me nervous actually to pick up a sandwich and it not be on a cooler until lunchtime. So I didn't want to go that route either. So I'm just going to get some fruit, and with the protein bars and such, I think that I'll be okay. And then just a heads up, if you do get picked up in Livermore for this tour, expect the bus to be absolutely full. So I just had to pick a seat. There are 3 seats, I think, open. So luckily the lady that I'm sitting next to was okay with me grabbing a seat. But just a heads up, if you do get picked up at the later location, the bus is going to be absolutely full. So I'm going to check out. We have 25 minutes here, and then I think we make one more stop before we get to Yosemite. But let's check out and get back on the bus.
All right, we are stuck here for a while. You guys can relax here. I don't really know what to tell you. I'm so sorry. My sincerest apologies.
Okay guys, so something very unfortunate just happened. The parking brake compressor, I believe, went out on the tour bus. So it is out of commission now. So we are sitting in the Safeway parking lot. We can't go anywhere. It is not safe to go anywhere. So they are trying to find us a rescue bus to come and pick us up. So I am not sure at this time if that means that the tour is canceled or they're going to send another bus, and depending on the time, we can still go to Yosemite. So the tour guide did mention, hey, maybe we can still go. We will just be getting home later than originally planned. And I was like, I'm for that. I'm for that option. Can we do that? My flight leaves tomorrow. This is the only day that I have here to go to Yosemite. So it will be very unfortunate if we don't make it, but things happen. There's nothing I can do about it. Trying to stay positive, and we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted.
Okay. And it's going to be here between 11:30 and noon. Okay. All right. Well, today.
All right, so a little update for you guys. It's been a little over an hour. We've just been sitting on the broke down bus waiting for the tow truck and a new bus. So we have been told that the new bus will get here around 11:20 Pacific time. So we've got a little over an hour and a half left to go, which means if we leave here around noon, we won't get to Yosemite until almost 3, I think. We've got like 3 more hour drive, and the sun sets at 2. So won't be much daylight. Some people want to bail and go back to the Bay Area, and some people want to continue on. So I'm not sure what the tour guide is going to go with, if it's like majority rules or what the situation is going to be. So we shall see. I hope that we at least get to go and see it and see what we can before the sun sets, but it's not really up to just me. It's up to kind of the group and the tour guide and what he can do for us. So we will see, and I'll keep you guys posted. All right, so on a positive note, we are by a store, so 1 more coffee to go, and we have restrooms available to us, so that's good.
This land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land is made for you and me.
So I am coming to you guys with an update in a public bathroom. It's raining outside, so there's really nowhere else for me to do this really quick, but we've got about an hour and a half left to go, and we are just making a pit stop, and then we will keep going. So the decision is that some people are going to stay in the Yosemite Valley area and do the trails and whatever they would like to do. And then some of the group is going to go see the big sequoias, which if I had to pick between the two, I'm definitely going to pick the valley. So that is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put all my rain gear on. Hopefully everything will be fine. But we've got about an hour and a half to go. Just to let you know, he did say that the quality of the restrooms goes down from here. So let me just show you. So this is where we are going to the bathroom right now. Not the best. And you just walk outside here and you're outside. So fun times, it's all a part of the day, right? All right, guys, well, you can't really see me, but we have made it to Tunnel View. So I'm going to just kind of swing around. You can see it is very foggy today because of the rain. So it is what it is. You know, some days you have one day to see something and things happen and you just have to remain optimistic. So it's absolutely gorgeous, though. The fog adds a little something to this experience as well. So I'm still going to try to enjoy the day, but this is our first stop. It's Tunnel View, and then we get back on the bus and we go to a couple more spots before we go to the valley. So our tour guide said earlier that there's never bad weather in Yosemite. It's always bad clothing. So I'm kind of glad that I made the decisions I made when I packed my bag. I thought that I was going to be overpacked because looking at everyone else in the group, felt kind of weird. But I brought my rain boots from home. Last night I went and got a rain suit from Walmart. I've got my rain jacket. I've got gloves and a toboggan in my bag. I have extra layers in my bag, and then I have a change of clothes in case I do get wet or if I just want to change before we head back to the Bay Area. So I've got a lot in my bag right now. I also have my water jug, so hopefully it won't be too heavy as we do hike to the falls. But I am glad that I packed like this. I think it is going to work out in my favor, and hopefully everyone else has a good time. But we are going to head out and head to a waterfall and then we kind of have our own time for a couple of hours before the sun sets. So let's get going.
Breathe on that. I didn't get anybody one to leave some leaves for some people. Maybe you can pass these around.
Oh wow!
Didn't get ripped.
So this is they call it the medicine tree. It smells like Vicks Vapor. That's insane. So if you smell it, it smells like Vicks Vapor. It's insane. Medicine from the forest. Hope you guys can hear me because I didn't put my microphones in right now, but we just saw that amazing waterfall and then we have some free time. So I am going on this trail that I believe we'll be able to see Half Dome if it's not covered in fog, and then by the time I get there I pretty much need to head back and make sure I don't miss the shuttle bus. So let's see where this trail leads me. Okay, so if you can see, this is where I'm trying to point. This is where I was. That's called the lower falls, and this is the upper falls. When you're down at the lower falls, you can't even see the upper falls. But he did say that during the springtime that these waterfalls are insane, and you can tell kind of how it's cut out, how much bigger the falls actually get. But luckily we did get some rain today, so you can actually see some of the falls, but definitely need to come back in the spring. There she is, Half Dome. It's amazing. You can actually see it. There's not too much cloud coverage. It's gorgeous. You guys, this is absolutely amazing. Here's an even better view across the street, so you're not seeing the actual street. Beautiful, beautiful. This was worth it for sure. And you can see right across the street is the Upper Falls. Look how beautiful the fall weather, the fall leaves. The fall foliage is insane right now. There you go. Okay, so I think things are looking good. I looked on the map and I'm pretty sure I'm going in the right direction. So I just saw some amazing views of Half Dome. It's breathtaking. Regardless of what all has happened today, these views, and I can imagine on a clear day, like it is insane. It's so beautiful. I'm about to walk across this bridge over a creek and it's like mesmerizing. This is absolutely beautiful. There really is, there's no other words. I wish I could think of a different word besides beautiful. But let's go walk across this bridge. You guys, like, I have tears in my eyes. This is insane. This is so beautiful. It really takes your breath away, and it definitely takes your words because I have no words to say. This is insane. So beautiful. There she is. Oops, right over there. I can't point. I can't point because I have my camera in my hand, but right there. Right up there. I can't point. That's so weird. Right there. Right there. There she is. Half Dome. Oh, and there's a beautiful church just randomly placed across the street. I wish I had more time to just hang out and listen to the water. I cannot explain it. It's kind of like the Grand Canyon. You just have to come. Pictures won't do it justice, and words from me definitely won't. I mean, just check out this view while I'm walking. You guys, it doesn't even look real. Oh, man. So this is the view in front. And this is where I came from. There, you see the Upper Falls? Wow. Just wow. Let's also make note that I'm the only one that decided to do this trail. I just stopped I don't know if he's a park ranger or a firefighter, just to make sure I was going the right way. But he reassured me that I am. I just hope that I gave myself enough time. So we are coming up on now what is called the swinging bridge. And as you can tell by the construction of the bridge, it does not swing. So it's 100% false advertisement. But beautiful nonetheless. the upper falls again. The views from every spot, from every angle, are just insanely beautiful. Okay, so one thing that I did want to say is if you only have one day in this area of California and the forecast says 100% rain, just go for it, because today has been incredible and you will not regret coming, even if you do need to bundle up or get a rain suit at Walmart the night before, whatever it may be, just do it. This has been one of the best things I've ever done. So just come. Just come to Yosemite and see it regardless of the weather. All right, one last view. Try to do it slowly. Go back this way a little bit. The fog is actually beautiful too. Makes it so mysterious. So I do want to clarify, yes, of course, I missed out on some things because of the issues with the bus, but it definitely, today's experience made me want to come back again, especially in the spring. I've heard that the waterfalls are just everywhere. There's waterfalls that aren't even named because there's so many in the springtime, and the ones that we saw today are overflowing. So I definitely want to come back in the spring, but I will say I do not regret continuing on today, even though this morning was a bust. And so I'm still glad that I came. But I will say, of course, there are some things that I missed out on, like going to see the sequoias, really getting a good picture and view of tunnel view with El Capitan and Half Dome. So yes, there's some things that I missed out on, but 100% worth it. So I know the suspense was killing you guys, but I made it with 20 minutes to spare. So I'm gonna go inside, go to the restroom, maybe try to get a magnet and a sticker in the gift shop, and then head back to the bus. Okay, so I had plenty of time to run to the restroom. I took off my rain suit because I was getting hot, and then I picked up a sticker and 2 magnets. So we're good to go. Headed to the bus. If you look really closely, you can see that those lights that are blinking, that is a hiker. Or climber, sorry. That's a climber. That's insane.
Okay, Lindo. How nice. That's nice.
That's crazy. Those are climbers up there sleeping.
I love that.
All right, guys. Well, there's no better way to explain this day than to say, what a day. I mean, this day was longer than I expected, but in all actuality, so we did lose 3 hours of time waiting for a new bus, but I asked the tour guide around what time do you usually arrive in where I've been dropped off this evening in the town Livermore, and then he said around 8 p.m. So It's 10 p.m. now, so we really only lost 2 hours. It was really, the tour only lasted 2 hours longer than usual, which is kind of shocking to me, especially, and maybe daylight saving has a lot to do with this because the sun set at 5 p.m. So we got to the valley around 2 p.m. ish. We only had 3 hours of daylight. So I did that long walking trail around all of the different sites in the valley and got back to the bus right at 5 p.m. So it was shocking how fast it turned dark after sunset, because the tour guide actually wished that he told us to come back at 5 instead of 5:20. But anyways, so I will say, just overall, the tour is fantastic. I would 100% recommend the tour, and I will put the link of the tour in the description below so that you can check it out. Yes, things happened today that weren't ideal, but in the grand scheme of things, at the end of the day, I was 100% impressed with the tour itself and just the experience of being at Yosemite. I'm telling you, you guys, that is one of the top 5 things I've ever done in my life. It was incredibly beautiful, breathtaking, miraculous. There are not enough words to describe how beautiful and majestic today was. Even though it rained, there were some things we couldn't see because of the clouds. It was worth it. So I definitely would recommend this tour, especially if you just don't feel like driving to Yosemite and want somebody else to handle everything. It's a perfect opportunity to do it that way. Also, we did miss a few things today that I want to come back and see. So like I mentioned before, we weren't able to see the giant sequoias. And then by the time we got out of the valley and made our stop at El Capitan, the sun was down. I mean, it was pitch black dark, and it was insane to see that there were climbers up there sleeping. Pitch black dark. All we could see were their lights, like their flashlights up there. Insane. And then we went to another waterfall and we couldn't see it at all. Like, even the night mode on my camera couldn't pick up the waterfall because it was still kind of cloudy. But overall, great experience. I'm so glad I did it. I'm freaking exhausted, and I know that our driver is even more exhausted. So he went above and beyond today to make us comfortable and to optimize the time that we did have, especially before the sun went down. So he was so kind and attentive and just wanted to make sure that we were all okay and safe and as happy as we could be with the situation that we were given. So that is the end of my day in Yosemite. So I hope this video helps you guys, especially those that are wanting to maybe do a tour like this, and someone that just wants to see Yosemite. In November, it's a tricky situation because a lot of the roads start closing because of winter. I actually didn't think we were even going to get to go to the giant sequoias because they say that if it snows, that it's a very almost dangerous hike back up to where you get picked up after the tour. And the waterfalls are nothing like they are in the springtime. So once the snow starts melting towards the spring, March, April timeframe, the waterfalls are at like max level. And our tour guide said that there are so many of them that they're not named. Like right now in the winter, there are a few waterfalls that have names, and that's because they are year-round waterfalls because they are being fed from the glaciers. And so those have names, but when it's springtime, there's so many of them that they just don't name them. So I think it would be absolutely incredible to come during the spring as well. So maybe I'll get to do that someday. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate the support. And if you hit that notification bell, you'll ensure that you don't miss out on the next adventure. I'll see you guys then.